Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is for all the pizza lovers out there. I will not only make the regular margarita pizza, but I will also show you how to do the cauliflower pizza crust. So let's start cooking.
I did always have and I flipped it in a double. I did always have and I flipped it in a double.
I will show you first how I do the pizza sauce. Here I have some canned skinless tomatoes, which of course I'm gonna smash them using my hands. You know it, this is my favorite part.
Said I'm again, we gotta go. Take one then I dash away from Popo. Yeah, snakes around my grass, they want my.
Once the inner kid in yourself is satisfied playing with those tomatoes, you can add 2 teaspoons of salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 2 teaspoons of dried oregano, 5 garlic cloves. And don't forget to be generous with the olive oil. Mix everything together and let the sauce rest in the fridge for at least half an hour so all the flavors are coming together.
No. Got the Henny, you get cold. Smoke on Reggie, that's a no. Driving slow-mo.
Next, I will show you how to do the cauliflower pizza crust. To begin with, you need to chop the cauliflower into equal pieces, so everything will cook evenly.
365, cause this shit is real. Cause this shit is real.
When the water is simmering, just throw the cauliflower in it and cook it for about 15 minutes. Or if you're not sure, just do the fork test.
Cause this shit is real. Don't say you get.
Once cooked, drain the cauliflower and leave it to cool down for a couple of minutes. It will be easier for you to work with it during the next step, which is to rice the cauliflower. Of course, you can do this whole process manually using the regular grater, but here I have the electrical one. At the end, you want your cauliflower to have this ricey texture.
Dash up in my circle, you can roll. Only catch up in my vision and the south.
For the next step, you need to grab a towel, summon your inner Hulk, and drain that cauliflower.
Hot like steam, I just got the dreams. I know what you mean. It's all funny to the feet. I get 50 to my Jeep.
Just look at all that water coming out. Change the towel if it's needed, because at the end, you don't need to have any moisture in your mixture. Throw that drained cauliflower in a bowl, add 1 tablespoon of cream cheese, 1 whole egg, 2 teaspoons of dried oregano, and some grated Parmesan cheese. And again, my favorite part, mix everything using your hands. And of course, because I'm dirty now I need help. And this is what happens if you don't say thank you. Now persuade the dough to come out of the bowl, and again using your hands, try to flatten it and shape it. Be careful and raise the edges so they don't come out burned. Preheat the oven at 200 degrees Celsius and bake the dough for around 30 to 35 minutes. Cool it down completely before you add the toppings. Start with a generous amount of tomato sauce, then add the fresh mozzarella cheese, spread it around all over the pizza, and then add fresh basil leaves. No Italian will ever say that there is enough olive oil, so be generous with the olive oil. As a final touch, add some grated Parmesan cheese. Place it again in the oven at 220 degrees Celsius for 10 to 15 minutes. Once cooked, take this beautiful pizza out of the oven and leave it to cool down for a couple of minutes. After I cut the pizza, I was very impressed on how firm the pizza dough was. I was expecting it to be very wet, but it came out just perfect. Now, to make the regular margarita. Of course, the first step is to make the dough. Here I have some lukewarm water, in which I added the fresh yeast. Then I added a tablespoon of sugar. The sugar is very important because it will help the yeast to dissolve into the water and activate faster. Leave it for about 15 minutes to activate, until it will get like this.
Got the Henny, you get cold.
Next, in a bowl, add the flour together with a teaspoon of salt. Make a small hole in the middle of the flour, then add the wet ingredients, meaning that you can now add the yeast dissolved in the water together with the dark beer. Pour in there around 2 tablespoons of olive oil, then mix everything together. Again, summon your inner Hulk and work that dough for around 10 minutes.
Don't say you get money, boy, you been broke. Digit dash up in my circle, you can roll.
You know you are ready when the dough is coming out very easily out of the bowl. You can also notice how clean the bowl is. Again, take that bottle of olive oil and lube the dough on the top, give it a good pat and cover it and let it at room temperature to rise for about 1 hour.
Henny, you get cold. Smoke on Reggie, that's a no-no.
You can see how beautiful the dough rose. Flour very well your working surface, arm yourself with a lot of patience, and it is the time to work the dough.
Yeah. Stacking money like 365. Cause this shit is real. Cause this shit is real.
This whole dough is enough for 3 pizzas. So take each bowl, dust it very well with flour, and work it with patience. Be very careful not to break it. Of course you can use a rolling pin, but you know me, it is my guilty pleasure to use my hands.
Smashing on the model cause I bought. Hey, this is cream, I'ma take the team. We gon' be hot like steam. I just got the dreams, I know what you mean. It's all funny to the feet, I get 50 to my G.
Meanwhile, preheat the oven at 220 degrees Celsius. Take the tray and dust it very well with flour so the pizza won't get stuck on it.
Hey.
Of course you can add any toppings you like, but I love the Margarita pizza, so just do it as you did previously.
Now I'm smashing on the model cause I bought. Hey, this is cream, I'ma take the team. We gon' be hot like steam. I just got the dreams, I know what you mean. It's all funny to the feet, I get 50 to my G.
This will take 17 to 20 minutes to cook, depending on your oven, so it is always better to check it out.
Hey.
Just look at it. This is the margarita to die for. Which one of it did you like the most? I invite you to make them both and let me know how they came out. If you reached this far, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more recipes. Thank you for watching.
So young.